Electric guitar players get to have all the fun with pedals. Not anymore, Fishman is fixing that. These are the two new pedals in their AFX lineup. We have the Blue Chorus and the EchoBack Delay. You heard them both in the intro. We're gonna go through every feature on each one of these pedals today. It's your ultimate guide to what you can do with these pedals and your acoustic guitar. So let's talk signal path. This is a Martin acoustic guitar with a Fishman undersaddle pickup in it, and I love the way that it sounds. Make sure you remember that because that's important here. I'm plugged directly into these pedals. The pedals are going directly into my audio interface, so you are hearing exactly what everything sounds like with really nothing between the guitar, the pedals, and your ears. Like I said, I really like the way my acoustic sounds, and both of these pedals, as well as everything in the AFX line, is designed to make sure that your original signal and sound quality is retained. So first up, let's talk about the Blue Chorus. Now, chorus is an effect that we often see applied to acoustic guitars, and with good reason. You see it in a lot of acoustic amps. It's commonly used on recordings, and hey, a 12-string acoustic guitar has chorus built right into it, right? In this case, you get 3 different choruses in one pedal. I'll explain how we can go through those in just a second. You've got rate, depth, and tone, simple controls on this pedal, so nowhere to get really lost. But let's go through and take a look at the 3 different choruses that you actually get. Starting out with analog. Here's the vintage chorus. And the classic chorus. I think I know which one my favorite is, and it's the classic chorus. For demonstration purposes, I had the depth up pretty high. However, in practicality, I would probably put it somewhere in the 9 or 10 o'clock range, somewhere like this. And right now I have the rate and the tone around noon. And it's subtle. Now, if I turn that off, here's just the raw acoustic tone. And then you add some chorus. So let's move over to the EchoBack Delay. Now, delay is something you might not use nearly as often as chorus on an acoustic guitar, but there's some really cool stuff that can be done with a delay that is actually made for an acoustic guitar, and that's what this one is here. We get 3 different pedals in one. We've got 3 different types of delays, and we'll walk through each one of those. Just like with the chorus pedal, I've kind of cranked up some of the effect parameters here to give you a better idea of the differences between each one of the delays that's available in the pedal. We do have just the 3 basic knobs set up here. You've got level, you've got repeats, and you've got delay time. Now, there is some extra functionality built into this foot switch we'll get into in just a second, so stick around for that. My favorite is the analog delay. You get that really cool kind of crunchy sound to your delay trails. Adds a ton of character to your sound. You can do some really interesting things with it. Tape is a little bit less kind of extreme with the delay trails. Now, digital really is very clean. It retains whatever you put into this pedal from your guitar. It's going to basically just repeat that exact signal without affecting it in any way. So I did mention some extra functionality in this foot switch, and if you know delay pedals, you are probably wondering, hey, does this have tap tempo? And I'm here to tell you, yes, it does. It's very intuitive. I didn't have to read any instructions to figure out how to do this. All you do is press and hold. You wait for the green light to come on, and now you're in tap tempo mode. So tap a tempo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see the light indicates your tempo, and now you have a switch on the back of the pedal where you plug in your power supply, and it says true versus buffered bypass. You can make that choice on each pedal. So the second switch on the back of each one of these pedals is an audio path switch. For most of you, you're going to be plugging an acoustic guitar into the pedals and expecting to have a mono output from the other side of these pedals. That's how most people are going to use them. If that's you, make sure that each switch is in the tip or mono mode. Now, if you want to go a step further and really get creative with how you set up your signal path and your pedal board, you can move over to the ring setting. Now you're going to need a special cable called a TRS or tip ring sleeve cable. These cables look just like a regular guitar cable, but they're not. They actually give you the ability to send two different signals through the same cable. If you switch over to that mode here and use those special cables, what you can do is actually have dual signal paths going to different places for different reasons. It's a really cool option if you want to be able to send a signal to front of house and an amp or a DI and an amp. You name it, the sky is kind of the limit. These pedals, all of the AFX pedals, are actually designed with this option in mind, and you can get some very interesting things going with your pedal boards. So do some research, figure out if that is an application that might work for you, and just know that you have that option here. So these are the two new pedals in the Fishman AFX line, the blue chorus and the EchoBack Delay. I love the combination of chorus and delay on an acoustic guitar. It really kind of just covers every bass I think you could possibly want when it comes to adding effects to an already very dynamic and sonically interesting instrument, which is the acoustic guitar.